right, my man. I need you to state your name and let them know you're on Nickavelli TV.
All right, my name is Keith Wilkinson, and I'm on Nickavelli TV.
That's what's up, man. I see you a Knicks fan. You dressed like one. New York made Knicks, y'all. That's what's up. How long you been down with the organization, man? Meaning, you've been a fan of the Knicks.
Since back when Frazier was on the team, man, Frank.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm 51, so I remember him. I was a little one. I was a shorty back in the day when Frazier was on the team.
Okay.
When he was doing his thing, I was a shorty.
Yeah.
I remember going back and reading on the history and things like that.
So that's your favorite player?
Well, he's one of them.
Okay.
I also was like a big fan of Bernard King when he was on the team.
What you liked about Bernard King game?
Oh, that's the way he could score. I mean, he could light up a scoreboard.
Yeah.
Back in I gave up on him too soon when Rick Pitino became coach.
Right.
Because Rick Pitino with the up-tempo style, I didn't think his knee could handle it, so that's why they probably let him go. But then I was kind of upset about that. He's one of my favorite players.
Bernard King?
Yeah, King, yeah.
Okay. Now, can I bring it up a little, like going with the Patrick Ewing era?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Was you a fan of Pat?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Talk to me about Pat, because, he gets a lot of slack that he didn't get a ring. He did the finger roll during the Indiana game.
Yeah, okay.
Elaborate on that. What's your input on that?
Well, the thing is, it takes more than one man to make a championship team. And when you really think about it, he didn't really get the help. As far as I'm concerned, he didn't really get the help that he needed. Because after all, look, Jordan had the only reason why Jordan wasn't winning by himself until he got two other players who were considered among the top 50.
Right.
At least two Hall of Fame, Rodman and Pippen. Who else? Who?
Nah. You said Ewing ain't had no help.
Well, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that. He had Sprewell. Came from Golden State. He was putting in work over there. You had Anthony Mason. Right?
Okay.
You had Xavier McDaniels. You had Childs. You had Chris Childs. Okay, the weakest link to me was Charles Smith.
Oh, I don't even want to go there with Charles Smith with that in that year. Your man is 6'10", 6'11". Why didn't he just go stroke and dunk it as opposed to be throwing layups? But he was getting fouled too when I played too. There was some fouls going on that didn't get called.
Yeah.
And Chicago knew they got away with it. I remember watching that game when they ran off the court. They knew they got away with one there. They stole one. They got away with one there.
Okay.
And then unfortunately the Knicks lost the next game and lost the series. I felt, as far as being a Knicks fan, I felt that particular season was their year. And that since in '97 when they lost to Miami, when they got to that big fight with Charlie Ward and P.J. Brown back down in Miami, I felt that was their year too to do something big, win a championship too. But then they got burned on that call, but then they got players suspended, and then Miami ended up coming back and winning the series. Miami would have beat them. No, they would have beat Miami. They were up 3 games, so I think 3 games or 2-3. They would have beat them come Game 6 back in the Garden. They would have beat Miami.
Yeah.
And they would have beat them.
Now you're not a fan of John Starks?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Starks. Yeah, Starks was doing his thing when he was there.
Yeah.
He was doing his thing. I remember back when they were playing Houston in the finals, man. If it wasn't for him, Starks, in Game 6, they would have won. He brought them back by himself, but then Game 7, he had a bad game.
Oh, with the 3 for 18?
Yeah, he had a bad game in Game 7, though. But he got him in Game 7.
Okay.
Like in Game 6, he was almost like a one-man show. He was doing his thing.
Right. Now, I'm going to bring it up even further. We're going to talk about the 90s Knicks. Carmelo Anthony, Jeremy Lin. We going with that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. How you feel about Carmelo Anthony not being able to find a home in the NBA? He's a no man. He's wandering around, and it's sad.
It is.
Speak to me.
Look, he still got some game. Okay, maybe he might not be what he once was. But he still got some game in him. He still got some basketball in him. Now the thing is, the reason why he might not have a home might be because of his own ego. Because he still thinks of himself like a star, or possibly being a man on a team where the rest of the league doesn't quite see that. And why, I don't know. He can still give some good minutes.
Right.
But that was case in point with disagreement he had with Oklahoma City, because they want him to come off the bench and he didn't want to do that.
Right.
And that was part of the reason why they worked out a trade to get him off, help him go somewhere else where he could play.
Would you like to see him back in New York? Because there's been some talks, believe it or not, that Carmelo Anthony returning to the Knicks.
And I just want to see him playing. Even if it was the Knicks, so be it. Because he deserves to still be able to play. Look, the man's got a Hall of Fame career. He's in the top 20 of all time in scoring. And he's still got some basketball in him. So if it's with the Knicks, so be it. I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Because at least part of the problem when he was here before was Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson didn't respect him.
Right.
And I think that was part of the problem there. That Phil Jackson era, one of the worst eras in Knicks history. Because he's only good at coaching a team, and he wasn't like the type to build a team. The team was already there. He just like fine-tuned it.
Right.
He coached. Because he wasn't there like a Larry Brown who like built a team and then eventually get him to a championship.
Right. Another question. How you feel about Jeremy Lin on the Raptors able to get a ring before Carmelo Anthony? That gotta hurt. I know it hurts me, man. Can you elaborate on that, man?
Not only does that hurt, even going back even further with J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert getting one with Cleveland before him. That was just as bad too.
Okay, I ain't thinking that.
That was just as bad. But in this case, the Jeremy Lin situation is worse because he really wasn't in the league all that long. He only had that. I guess he burned out his 15 seconds with the Knicks, and ever since then, nothing's gone right for him with the other teams.
Right.
So I mean, he just had that one period to shine with the Knicks when Mike D'Antoni was coach.
Right.
And it worked out for him, but then he's still living off that. Because Joe personally, I don't even think he should even be in the league. He had so everything else. Like, what have you done for me lately? Sport hasn't done anything lately.
Okay.
Just cut checks being injured.
All right.
That's about it.
All right. And moving right along, we no longer have Chris Porzingis. Was you hurt by that? Was you bothered by that? He wasn't forced out. He wanted to leave. He didn't get the $10 million extension contract. Clyde Frazier let it be known, do not pay that man that amount of money until you know how he's going to come back after tearing his ACL. You agree with that?
Yeah, I do. I totally agree with that analysis right there because they've been burned in the past of paying for like getting free agents, and then they will be past their prime or injured. And they like to case in point, good example of that, Amari Stoudemire. Gave him that 5 year, I think $100 million contract. He only gave you one good year. That was the first year. And the rest, remaining years after that, he was constantly injured.
Right.
I can understand. I can understand Clyde with that analysis there. Matter of fact, I agree with it.
You agree with 100%?
I agree with them waiting to pay to see how he's gonna come back from that. But one thing about Porzingis that I didn't like, shooting too many threes. I guess if he's trying to be another Dirk Nowitzki. At his height, what is that, 7'2", 7'3", he should develop a post game. Forget, shoot the three, all right, maybe once in a while. In my opinion, shooting it too much. Because then, being that you're the tallest player in the court at all times, you're shooting for, I think, you're doing the defense a favor. Because then you're putting yourself out of position to get the rebound. Right. So, if I'm an opposing team, and if he wants to shoot three, I let him shoot it all day. Okay. Just for that reason.
All right. Now, moving right along, you said something about Chris Porzingis needing a post game.
Yeah.
We have somebody, Mr. Block Party, averaging 3 blocks per game. My man, Mitchell Robinson. Talk to me about Mitchell Robinson. He got everything you said Chris Porzingis was lacking. Agree with that, or you disagree?
Well, I like to see him develop more of an offensive game, but other than that, yeah, he could. Matter of fact, I could see him. He could potentially come that center and post play that they've been lacking for a while. Right. And I mean, I'm all for it because there was talk that, let's say, if they were going to try to get Anthony Davis, that he might be included with that. And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like his game. I like him. They got something there. Yeah. I think they really got something with him.
Well, word is that Anthony Davis is going to the Lakers.
He's going to the Lakers, yeah.
All right. Now, we missed out on that. We also missed out on the first pick coming to the draft. We were supposed to get Zion Williams. That didn't happen. How you feel about that?
You know what? I'd rather see them develop through the draft. Develop some young players. Matter of fact, I don't even mind so much that they missed out on Anthony Davis, and I'll tell you why. Not because from the way it's seen that Durant was like all set to come here, and now since you're not getting him, let's let that go. Develop a young team to a draft. Matter of fact, even get some try maybe make trades, get draft picks, and build for the future. Because too many times in the past, they would give away the draft pick, and then it would seem like give up on the future. No, Start with get a good young core, develop that, and then work with. Then maybe sign a veteran or two later. Once you got that core, in place. Case in point, like the Warriors did, they built a lot of that core. They built through the draft. You got Steph through the draft, Clay through the draft, Draymond through the draft, and then eventually they got him a nice core. Then they added some pieces, from veteran leadership for Isaiah, and we all know the result of what happened there.
Okay.
I think do it that way. It's not a bad thing they didn't get Davis. It's not a bad thing that even Durant got. It's not a bad thing.
What about the Zion situation? You not upset by that?
Well,
okay. I would have liked to
have seen him. I would have liked to have seen him get Zion because that's a part of that youth movement that I was talking about. I don't mind that. Now, if they get either Morant or something, RJ Barrett, I think from Duke, that's okay, fine. That's all right. Develop the team, get yourself a nice core. And then sign some veterans to get some leadership here and there.
So let me ask you this, because you're speaking about the veterans, right? And when you mention a player like Anthony Davis, he's not a new jack, but he's not a veteran either. He's like somewhere in
the mid-20s.
Mid-20s. In his mid-20s. So there was talks about trading Zion Williams if you would have picked him up for AD, for Anthony Davis. Team Anthony Davis or Team Zion Williams? Would you like that move? Let's say it's a perfect world. We got Zion Williams. Would you want that man to stay? Or would you trade him off for Anthony Davis since we're talking about
with
that?
The proven product over the future. I would base that on what I have now. It depends on where my team is now. If I felt my team was like a closer contending,
right?
Yeah, I make the trade for Anthony Davis. He's a veteran. He's a veteran. He can help. He's got some playoff experience. He can help. But then now, if like in the state they are, let's say as they are right now, when they're not close to contending, you know what? I'd probably go with Zion. Stay with Zion, and like as we were talking about before, develop that core, because then you may have a situation. Because then if you get him now, and then the rest of the team's not developed, or at least he's in his prime now. You don't really want to waste some prime years. I mean, you'd rather see him in a prime year, like case in point with the Lakers, whereas they're more ready to contend than the Knicks are now. And we'll see they have a little special situation with LeBron out there. He's only got a few more years left, so that's why they went for it. All right, they're closer to contending now than the Knicks are now. So I would say now, I would stay with Zion more so than AD.
Okay.
As of right now. And
moving right along, I don't talk about this player a lot, but Dotson. Are you a fan of Dotson being one of the Knicks?
Dotson. Yeah, you know what? I think they got a little something there. I think they do, but then like I said, get yourself a nice core, and then see what you got. Because usually when you're a bad team like the Knicks are, you need draft picks, you need players, you got to see what's out there, find that solid core, and then build around them. Like I said before, like what the Warriors did. The Warriors were a bad team for years. They lucked up and got that core.
They lucked up and got Mark Jackson as a coach who changed shit around.
And then they developed that core, because even to this day, a lot of the defensive sets that they used were the same defensive sets they used when Jackson was coach.
Exactly. Now, moving right along with that, we're going to close out. You saying about the Knicks' future, what they need. Is KD the answer? Is Kevin Durant the answer to the Knicks' future? They
have to get more, not just him by himself. They have to get others. They have to get some other talent with it. Let's say if you could just get him, let's say, like a perfect world, he's healthy. They sign him to the team now, but you gotta get some other established veterans to help, because then you'd be wasting his talent. So they said, just him. It's like you just got him, and then the rest of the team is not developed yet. Then you'd be wasting his talent. It would be like the Lakers were last season with LeBron.
Right.
You got an established player, an MVP for the season, Finals MVP. But the rest of the team wasn't developed around him, so then it'd be like wasting his talent. It'd be the same thing if you got KD to the Knicks now. And see, that's why the Lakers were so hell bent on getting other talent around LeBron, so you wouldn't be wasting this stuff. So you wouldn't be wasting his talent.
Right.
Other players around. That's why they went on guy AD.
Okay.
And from what I hear, they're not done yet. They're gonna try to get someone else. Maybe even a point guard or something. Because I don't know who I don't think they want to have Rondo as their point guard. They just traded Lonzo Ball. So I think they'll probably get another established either point guard or maybe a shooting guard or something. They're going to try to get something else, someone else.
And last but not least, put the nail in the in the coffin, as they say. The Knicks desperately needs a point guard, bona fide point guard. We got a little something in Dennis Smith Jr. And some say, you know what, we wasted a draft pick because we should have picked him up during the draft when we got Frank Ntilikina instead. How do you feel about Frank Ntilikina? Everybody talk about the kid's defense, his wingspan, how he protect the ball, but his offense, he's a 5-point per game point guard. Should we hang it up on this kid, or should we just wait for his game to develop?
Well, the way it is right now, the Knicks are ready to hang it up. If they weren't ready to hang it up, they wouldn't have traded for Dennis Smith. They wouldn't even have got him when they already could have had him before. But just from the fact, the way I see it, even when they made that trade for the Mavericks and got him, it's almost like admitting we made a mistake picking Frank. What's it? The Talenko. We made a mistake picking him.
Okay.
You see, so the way I see it, I think the nail is already in the coffin on him. Once you got Dennis Smith.
All right. And there we have it, man. I want to thank you for coming on my channel, Nicovelli TV. For all my viewers, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share it. Let your friends know what this shit is all about. Only Nicovelli's doing this shit, man. Nicovelli going out in the hood. I'm reaching people, especially people who's dressed like this. New York made, and we out. Peace.